Hello, Lynxers! It's Dark Lynx108. Welcome back to OpenRCT2. We are in the next scenario of the Fred-104 Skylip Splashdown scenario pack by Fred-104. Constrictor Island. This thin but long snake-shaped island acts as the setting for this roller coaster only theme park. Building large roller coasters in close proximity with each other is a challenge due to the thin section of available land. I need 10 coasters with 3,281 feet and an excitement rating of 7. So this is a combination. Open the park as well. So this is a combination of Pleasure Island from Loopy Landscapes and Gravity Gardens because of the roller coasters. So that means all we have are these roller coasters. So I'll have, because there is a high chance, like how it was in Gravity Gardens, that most people don't have high intensity preferences. I actually have to build some gentle coasters. It's not like how I normally do these, where I can just focus on having every coaster be intense, because that just can't work here. So that means 2 coaster types. So these 2 here, I'll be utilizing for gentle stuff. Everything else will be not gentle. So because all we got is roller coasters, we start with $30,000 of money. No loan, 50% loan interest, and we can go for an additional $30,000. So our first thing we'll be building is a junior coaster. So let's start with the junior coaster. Oh wait, hang on. I see my problem here. There we go. No, I don't want a booster. I just want a thing. Okay, so this is my first coaster. I'm going to utilize these trains, as expected. This apparently has the summer style music, so I'll open that up. There's finally a guest showing up. I was wondering how long it would take until that would happen. Okay, that's the best I can do there. There we go. Test. Okay, we'll put this down. I'll put an information kiosk down here. And put an ATM there. While that's going on, I'm going to build my first food court, which will be this massive section of stuff here. I do like that layout I made, but yeah. This will cater to, hopefully, most people. $6. And we're known as Red Wagon. Red Wagon. There's a bunch of stalls. I'm gonna put down stalls I didn't put down in my last part. So it's gonna be this. Soup stall. Drink stall. Jonko stall. Funnel cakes. Beef noodles. Donut shop. and hot chocolate stall. Okay. So we got that coaster built, which will help a little bit. Obviously, we're getting a roller coaster to start with, because that's all we can get. So, yeah, like I said, the main challenge is going to be trying to make them long. So, my first coaster I'll probably work on here is probably a wooden coaster. My first coaster I'm actually going to utilize for the coaster building challenge. Unlike Pleasure Island, there's a lot more space in the water I can build stuff in, so that helps a bit. I basically need to make all these 3 trains as well. So, or have mid-train break blocks, because otherwise it won't work. Okay. So this wooden roller coaster is finished. Now we get an air-powered vertical coaster, which I'm not sure if I can even do that easily, because so in this instance, I'm going to use. I want to use 6 seater trains, 4 cars, 3 trains, 4 cars, 5 mile an hour channel speed. Oh boy, these colors. Okay. It might still not be long enough, that's the problem. Because while it looks long, this is only 1,200 feet. So. And that's definitely not long enough yet. I need 500 additional feet. So I have an idea. I'm gonna go this way. Oh yeah. I don't think I can buy land either, can I now? I don't know if that's long enough. Let's see if I want to see how where I'm at that point. Is that adjustment? I'm just gonna make the entire pathway now. At least up to halfway, so that's like there. So let's get our staff. We need 6 handymen because of grass. Okay, it's just a bit, yeah, it's getting there, to say the least. Okay, hang on, I have a slightly different idea. Duh. I'm not sure if that's much better, but we'll see how that works. So while that's being tested, we're getting a looping roller coaster. Get a second rush from there. A third rush from there. A fourth rush from here. There'll be a second food court I'll be planning right here. Looping roller coaster, yeah. And then this over here will be where I put down lemonade stall. Iced tea stall. Part of the best food in the country, okay. Sub sandwich stall. There, that works. Now I can make this a $12 coaster. Open that up, and this will be known as Deep Sea, I guess. So there's a souvenir stall here. Now, I know I set the umbrellas on this to be for everything. I guess I didn't. Put some hats down here. And then balloons as well. Red balloons, okay, yeah. No, I don't need more hats. I need another stall. Fried rice noodle stall. $670. Okay, so we definitely have harder guest finish. Okay. 115. I clicked on the wrong thing. 105. So it's either 105 to 135 or 95 to 125. So it's 95 to 125. So these guys are rich, which is good. We got one coaster. I can make the loop. I can make micro looping coasters be at low intensity, which I could do that for gentle rides. But I would rather have a corkscrew coaster to do the gentle ride equivalents. So, yeah. Also, these can work at 3,000 whatever feet, but it would be obnoxious. So instead, I'm gonna just build a mini roller coaster over here, and this guy is gonna be my other. Maybe rocket cars, toboggan cars, or just basic auto cars. I guess it's just basic auto ones, but I'll have them facing reversed. Haha! No, I don't want to name it yet, but I'm going to build a mini coaster here, which is definitely going to be for more gentler people, evidently. Out of money, oh no! Time to finally get my first 10,000 in the bank to continue working with this. Yeah, so I'm building this not for the objective, like I said. I'm only building this so I can have a gentler coaster. Getting some rain. I'm not sure where this is going. I should probably do that instead. Not a station. There. Not summer style again. I'm gonna do medieval style. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Also, I just need 9 cars. Yeah, that's a coaster coaster. There we go. That works. Okay. Also, these guys are somewhat thirsty and somewhat hungry too. Okay. Okay, so coasters I'm going to focus on for the objective. Got the wooden coaster done for now. We have the looping coaster, so that's 2, 3, 4. I might be able to get the inverted impulse coaster 5 if I'm lucky, but I'm not sure if I can though. Multi-dimension coaster 5 for real. Bobsled coaster is possible 6. And then car variations would have to happen after this point, at this present moment. Medium, high, medium. So it's a bit high for intensity purposes, but I'm going to keep it there anyways. And I'll call this Reverse-O-Matic. Sure. Okay. Looping coaster. These I can get to what I want fairly easily. For the first time in a while, I'm also going to have to do these pieces, to save space. This will definitely work at this height. Yeah, this already looks like it's pretty long, but I still need to get the mid-train brake blocks and in the second section. So yeah. This small section of island section thing here is going to be for this looping coaster. There'll be another coaster over here eventually that will probably be something like a twister coaster. Get a hyper coaster, that'll help. Hyper giga coaster, really. What am I hitting? I'm hitting that, okay. So this coaster is going to be white with pink rails and orange supports. Hyper coaster. Yeah, this is a good spot for the brakes. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Because I'm gonna try. Because I've not done this right. I know I haven't done this right, but I'm gonna try an interlocking loop here. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it yet, but I'm gonna try. I mean, the first thing I know is that I'm still off. I'm way off. With this positioning. Guess I'm only at Pat's already? Wow. So that's already up to 12 Animan. It's mostly... I don't know where they're complaining about Pat. There's absolutely nothing wrong now. Where? Path is disgusting. The very front of the park, but there's nothing at the very front of the park. Also, just realized this scenario would have had that problem with the guests falling through the world and yeah, for the longest time because of that thing there. I would have had to rebuild it, but yeah. I didn't even realize that until just now because I forgot that was a problem. The only reason why I'm mentioning this is because the next scenario I'm doing I'm going to be running on a much older version of OpenRCT2, which is the only version it can actually run on. The very first new save format, actually second new save format test version, because that was the version that I used to put all this on. the Delta scenario pack scenarios were all made in that version. I think the scenario pack of that was also made in that version, or the third one. And then after that, every other scenario pack was made in versions after 0.4. So, yeah. By the way, I should probably be working on a new scenario pack. I haven't done that in ages. My last new scenario pack was created in 3 or 4 years ago at this point. So yeah. Alright. And I was not quite where I wanted it. I'll just do that to make it interesting. Sure. Why not? I guess. So. Okay. See, the thing I'm gonna have to do is I have to do this. So this is where the final brakes have to be located. Yeah, that's look with how high that drop is, it's insane. Come on, now, really? That looks too intense to me. Mine train coaster. It's increased to $20,000 for the loan now. Here we go then. There we go, ta-da! Ties by the country. Also, I'll put a on-road pro section here. Test. Simple enough queue line there. Intense loops. This red wagon breaks in. Oh no. Okay. I think this is long enough. It is 4,000 feet and 7.6 excitement. This is a $10 roller coaster. And this will be known as Anator. Whatever that means. Okay. We got a lot of things. We got a shop for the first time in a bit. Okay. Let's put down some micro corkscrews just so I can have some quote-unquote flat rides. Because I definitely need to do that here. So the large corkscrew variation. Train, 3 cars. Medium, low. So these are $3.30 this one. That one's lower than the other one, but I'm gonna make it $4.40. Yeah, we got some micro corkscrews. I'm gonna call this big, and I'm gonna call this one small. That's for the gentle guests. Yeah, just as easily, I've already made a lot of money just from 3 coasters, but that would make sense. Red Wagon broke down again, so that's 20 minutes for you. Candy apple stall. Okay. Next coaster I'll probably build will be the mine train coaster that is unlocked. That's gonna consume this space here. Its station will be here. Unlike the last couple of mine train coasters I built, this one's actually going to have a mid-train brake block instead of a second chain lift. Oh, I'm out of money again, but that's fine. I mean, at this pace, okay, 1, 2, 3. I gotta remember this is not part of it. So 3 coasters. Well, this will be my 3rd coaster actually. It's not been built yet, but it will be 3 coasters. I'm basically building all the coasters that have a low support limit, but also have a good excitement rating out of the way. So that means my next coaster after this is gonna have to be the bobsled coaster because that is both space consuming and doesn't have a high height limit. So, high support limit. So, I'm gonna have to do that one. So yeah. Okay, my train coaster. 3 trains, 7 cars, 5 mile an hour speed, and this will be something like that. I guess that kind of works. Okay, let's see how this is. It's a bit too short. A little bit too short. I know how I can fix it though. I can do... What am I hitting? Doesn't look like I'm hitting anything. I want to say that's long enough. Let's see what happens. Let's see how this works. And now October. I mean, I could extend it out a bit more if this isn't. Yeah, so close. I need a little bit. I need to extend it out a little bit more. try that then. That should be long enough. Hopefully this is the last test I have to work with. Vertical drop coaster, I'm getting something else in a couple weeks. Okay. Okay. That should be long enough, hopefully. Yeah, that's long enough. 7.34 excitement. This will be not $19.80. It will be $9.90. Open that up. And it'll be known as Brunswick bypass. Sure, yeah, Brunswick bypass. Yeah. Okay. So. Heartland Twister is not going to help, unfortunately. So I got 3 coasters. We still have space for, I don't know, like another 3 coasters, I think. I think it'd be interesting to do that. Yeah, the further into the park we go, the more does that. There'll be one final thingy over here. Restroom 5. Restroom 6. There'll be one final food court all the way back, all the way at this end of the park. This section is gonna have more balloons. Gonna be there. Dark blue balloons. More hats. Which I guess that works. Souvenir stall here. And then we'll have all the other stalls that didn't build yet. So Burger Bar is gonna be here. Candy apple stall that we just got here. Cotton candy stall here. Roast sausage stall here. No, I got lemonade stall already. But I guess we'll have to put some of these down. Drink stall 2, lemonade stall 2. I don't have pizza doll yet. Pizza doll 1. And iced tea stall 2, sure. Also, you can tell when I got to the hard guess cap. Look at that. It just stopped while I was in. You can see when I got to the hard guess cap because it just stopped updating while I was building this. So yeah, so there we go then. So that will conclude year 1. Next up will be year 2, where I'll build 3 more coasters here. I'm thinking at this present moment it's probably going to be, well, I know that I want the bobsled, so that's going to be next. Bobsled. I'm going to go with the multi-dimension after that, and then maybe one of the big coasters, like a hyper coaster or something like that. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. So thank you, Lynx, for this walkthrough. Play some OpenRCT2. I will see you, Lynx, later.